tribute to three special mothers that are very special to me that I'm going to talk about today. My own mother, Minnie Belle Hatton, passed away in 2003. Mother taught me many things as I was a child growing up. She would always correct me when I did wrong. She would ask me, "Do you think the Lord would be pleased with that?" And she always had an encouraging way to make me understand to be good. I wrote this poem for my mother several years ago. I believe in 90 or 91. It was just before Christmas time I wrote the poem, and I framed a copy of the poem and read it to her and presented her the copy on Christmas that year. Needless to say, it was an emotional time for her and me. So here's the poem that I wrote for my mother back then. I'm going to tell you about the other two mothers that are special to me, but here is the poem, For Every Stitch You Sewn, that I wrote for my mother, Minnie Belle Hatton. This poem is dedicated to all mothers. If I had a nickel for every stitch you've sewn, I would have more money than could be shown. I would be richer than a king on his throne, if a nickel I did own, for every stitch you've sewn, for every tiny tedious stitch you've sewn. As the stitches I try to recall, I know I can never count them all. I let my mind carry me back. I remember how from a flour sack each of my school shirts you made, until I was in about the 5th grade. For hours by the fire at your old singer, you would sit during the cold winter, or maybe you would sew by finger by the light of a south-facing window. I bet you sewed at least 1,000,000 stitches, making quilt tops of old shirts and breeches, with each corner held by a cloth string. From the ceiling your quilting frame did hang. The frame, made of 4 wooden rails, was pegged together with 20-penny nails. With a thimble, needle, and thread, you would make a quilt for my bed. More than these are the stitches you've sewn in my life, teaching me right from wrong. You told me about the Lord above, of His great eternal love. You taught me not to waste my nickels and dimes, because I never lived through the hard time. Yes, I would have great riches, if I had a nickel for each of the stitches. I would be rich beyond compare, maybe even a millionaire, or as rich as Mr. Walton Sam. Come to think of it, in a way I am. Thank you, Mama, for every stitch you've sewn. Another of the three mothers that are very special to me is my first wife, Christine. Christine was a very wonderful mother to our two children, Tim and Kim. She was always there for them and was a wonderful Christian woman. I want to play this song, Where the Roses Never Fade, in memory of Christine. Christine loved this song. It's one of her favorite songs. And I truly believe she's in a place where the roses never fade.
I am going to a city where the streets with gold are laid.
Another of the three mothers that are very special to me is my wife, Kay. Kay and I love all of our grandchildren very, very much, but we are raising Ansley. Ansley's father, Daniel, Kay, and I are raising her, and Kay's a very wonderful mama to Ansley. Kay raised 4 boys, Deanie Cox, David Cox, Daniel Cox, and Derek Cox. I want to honor Kay and wish her a happy Mother's Day, along with all the other mothers that are tuned in. Daniel wrote a song about his mother. I want to play that for you. The name of the song is Mama's Love. This was recorded live. Here's Daniel Cox, Mama's Love.
This is a song I wrote a couple of years ago, and I've never done it in front of a big audience like this. So, Mama, would you stand up? Let everybody see you. she is an awesome woman. She raised 4 boys for a long time by herself. Done an outstanding job. But this is a song I wrote because the love that she shared with us was God's love. She had, may have looked like she was by herself, but she had Jesus. If you got Jesus, you can do anything. Some people might love me, but they don't come close to the one in this world who loves me the most. From the day I was born, she's held me in her arms. She taught me right from wrong, kept me from my mama's love. Comes from the good Lord above. She did what she could to make sure I did what I should. Mama's love gave me more than enough. It wasn't hard to see. She passed on God's love to me. Mama's love.
To see the video of this song, go to YouTube and search Daniel Cox, Mama's Love.